How's it going today here at Nomad Mobile Maintenance and Repair? Today we are tearing down the 5.9 Magnum. We had let it sit for a while, but we got it all tore apart, and here she sits. We have 2 freeze plugs blown out, but honestly, I'm not too concerned about that. Nothing really is jumping out at me as being a problem. We don't see any scoring on the mains with the bearings removed, so that's a good sign. I don't see any blue, so I don't think it got too hot. The cam bearings, we can see maybe they're a little wore out in a few spots, so we'll probably need to get new camshaft bearings installed. Not crazy. We didn't see too terribly much. That's a cylinder head with a crack in it. Pretty upset about that because I've gone through about 6 heads now, all have cracks. This is the only head that doesn't have a crack. Don't mind how rusty it is. That can easily get cleaned up. I'd call that surface rust, and I'm not too worried about it. We're gonna have to definitely put it into an acid bath or something. Here's the main bearings. They honestly all look pretty decent. I know they're dirty, but that's not something that I'm too terribly worried about at this point, because everything's going to get cleaned and or replaced. The thrust surface on this is a little wore out. Given the mileage, I'm not too surprised. I don't know if these are known for having thrust washer failure, but it's definitely wore out. You can tell right there in the center that is the copper or brass. I don't know what the innermost layer is of this bearing material. I think it's brass. Maybe it's copper. I don't know. Anyways, that's wore out to the point that that's showing on not every bearing, but 4 of them. So not too crazy bad. If we look at the other side, we can't see anything, and I don't want to touch it because I just cleaned my hands. Here's the cam. It's got some rust spots on it because I had it outside for a day and then it rained and then I didn't get a chance to get it out. But there's nothing that's really jumping out at me, and there's no spots that are finger groovable. The timing chain I definitely think needs to be replaced, as does the gears. You can see the tooth wear. That's pretty bad on every other tooth. I don't know why, but that's what it is. And when we were taking it off, we had a good amount of slop on that chain. So I definitely want to get that replaced. They make a dual gear chain, heavy duty something that is supposed to be way better. So I think I am going to go with that for a replacement. There's the lifters. I don't know that there's anything wrong with them, but I am going to take them apart, clean them up, see what happens. The harmonic balancer was coming apart, which super sucks, as were the motor mounts. They were completely destroyed. Here's the front cover. Not too crazy. Definitely this engine had a few missed oil changes. And then here's the crankshaft. Nothing catching on a fingernail on any of these. So that's pretty exciting. I think this is a pretty salvageable engine, even though it sucked up a bunch of coolant. The engine turned over nice. Sorry about that. The cylinder walls are scored, but I think those can be saved with a hone. I don't think we're going to have to go too crazy with the ring size or needing to go oversized on pistons, but yeah, pretty happy with how that's turned out so far. I think this is going to turn out to be a pretty nice engine. Pretty excited for it. Thanks for joining us. This is Nomad Mobile Maintenance and Repair.